I got a picture of a cat.
Have your camera like here. Let me show.
We're
have your camera fake.
We're recording.
Let's show us your cats.
Yeah, show us your cats. You can be like the pundit.
Yeah.
John.
Welcome all viewers to YouTube.
See your cats.
We want John to show us his fucking cats instead of nothing. Mm-hmm. We have clearly admitted to him that we don't give a fuck about him, but we care about his cats. Okay. Show us them cats.
So we're gonna pick up where we left off like a month ago with Pretty Princess and Suzurra and a giant 12-foot tall Suzurra riding the Narzhul, the manticore, up to the mountain. So it's a wondrous moment as you fly through time and space up to the mountain, and as Narzhul gets you closer to the mountain to the mountain's peak, you notice that there are some structures on this thing, and you do notice two distinct temples at the height of a waterfall. Basically, you'll see a big waterfall that goes down like half the length of the mountain. And then there's two temples, one on one side of the waterfall, and you have to walk under it, and there's another one, a tower, a gigantic tower, and the tower has like what looks like some kind of observation device on top of it. It's like a globe, like a large globe, and there's like lights coming out of this globe. And there are four like spikes sticking out, like you see in the what's his name in Sauron's tower in Lord of the Rings. Four spikes sticking out that are surrounding this orb, and then surrounding the tower are four more spikes, huge ones, just each one the same size of the tower. And even though there isn't a cloud in the sky, those towers are attracting lightning. You see, like at least every 10 seconds, a lightning bolt come out of nowhere and hit one of those four towers. And sometimes they'll hit the main tower, and then you'll see the electricity from the lightning go into the tower, and then it spreads among the other four spikes sticking out of the ground. And it's almost like it's creating energy there, and you're heading straight for this thing. And to the left of it is the waterfall. On the other side of the waterfall is a temple. And this temple looks like no temple any of you have ever seen. We, in our world, would recognize it as a Japanese monastery-looking thing. So it's very small, and it looks like it only has one room in it. But it's the exact opposite of what's on the other side of that waterfall. What's on the other side of the waterfall is chaos, pure chaos. And Narzhul seems to be attracted to it, but he's consciously not flying towards it. He's actually flying closer to the smaller temple, and as he's starting to circle around the waterfall, that's pretty much what you see. So the very peak of the mountain is shrouded in mist. Okay, so you can't see what's up on the peak, but if you look long enough at it, you can see that there's ruins there, some kind of cyclopean ruins. As you can see, eyes. Like the eyes on statues on these ruins, like broken up and shattered. But there's a mist around there, and that is probably your goal. But I'm speaking to Suzurra now, not to a lunatic like Pretty Princess. You don't think you want to go there alone. So you may want to wait for the rest of the group to catch up to go there. But these other two spots, they might be interesting to visit. So, but you tell Narzhul what you want. Narzhul will answer questions if you ask him. So the manticore goes to the princess. Princess, I think this is as far as I can take you. I can't fly to the top. He's scanning around for the beacon and his minions, but he doesn't see them, and neither do you.
Oh dang! Well, that sucks. I saw a pretty tower, a pretty little building over there. It looks nice. Oh, let's go look for magic beard hairs in there.
I can land near those two. I can't land too close to the one with the lightning.
I don't want lightning. The temple right there. And she points to the Japanese-looking one.
Okay. All right. So he starts circling over that Japanese temple, and he prepares to land right next to it. Oh, wait, hold on. The asshole has decided to play with his toys now. Here, like he always does. All day, he doesn't play with this. But when I start doing this, he goes to play. You're such a jerk, man. And you're teaching her to be the same. So so Narzhul circles and prepares to land. You gonna pipe in, Suzurra?
What is on the other side? What is that building? The tower?
Magic beard hairs. That's what we're looking for, Suzurra. Didn't you know?
That is the Tower of the Stargazer. It is the tower
Stargazer
of a very powerful ancient wizard. Jonathan, unmute.
Oh. Well,
The wizard.
Kitty, do you think that he'd have beard hairs?
He hasn't been seen in hundreds of years. We think he may have been destroyed by his own tower. No one has seen him. But the place is supposed to be cursed, haunted, and filled with treasure.
That sounds cool. I like the sound of that.
We should go there.
I can't.
That sounds like a great idea.
I can't land there, Suzurra. Friend Suzurra. Sister Suzurra. But I can land reasonably close. Where would you like
What
to
do you
go?
say?
What about...
Should we go and do it? Or should we go together?
But what about the weird temple? Doesn't that have a lot of magic and loot?
The other temple, the Japanese looking one, is small. It's not far from it. You can definitely walk back and forth between the two of them. You're gonna have to walk under the waterfall.
I want to do the Japanese temple, whatever Japanese is. Ching chong.
Okay, we'll do that. But if there's nothing there, we should go to that tower. It looks more.
She whispers to Suzurra's ear, which isn't really much of a whisper. It's like, those temples always have grandmasters. Grandmasters have big beards or mustaches. We need that magic hair.
So he's like, you want me to land closer to that one then? So
hell yeah!
So he opens his wings and lands right next to the Japanese temple, and then closes the wings and tries to shrug you guys off. His nostrils flare. He's like, I smell something. I smell one of those wizards.
Do they got magic beard hairs? I'll come with you. Let's go get him.
Stay here. I'll be back. He leaps off and starts to fly down, further down off the mountain. He leaves you right next. You guys right next to that tower. Hold on, I'm sorry, not the tower. The ancient Japanese temple. So this is what it looks like. That's what the temple looks like.
Oh hell! I got screwed.
And here. So the weather here is much nicer, and than it is on the other side of the waterfall. You can definitely walk under the waterfall to get to the other one, to the other tower. The one.
This is what I tell you, little girl. Don't you say there's nothing here. We should have gone to the other side.
There's got to be magic beard hairs in here. I gotta check. Pretty Pretty Princess runs inside and looks for anyone that has magic beard hair.
Okay, so you barge into this sacred temple, this peaceful place, and you see at the end of a very ornate looking carpet. There's a like a not a display but a ritual site. What do you call it? One of these. That's a. I lost the word. Anyway, there's a statue and there's a bunch of things that look Japanese, and there's a guy there, and he's not Japanese. At least he's not Asian looking. So he's definitely dressed like he's Asian looking, and he's sitting cross-legged in the ground. He has like little sunglasses, just like Tyler does. Little sunglasses. He's a little portly. He's a little portly, and he's got like this slick back hair straight back into a ponytail, and he looks nothing like Steven Seagal. And I'll show you what he looks like. And he's there cross-legged, not doing, just staring right at the princess. He looks like this guy, which is nothing like Steven Seagal. So He look at Tyler's screen. So he looks over at so he looks at the princess, and Suzurra hasn't walked in yet, and he's like, "Hello, great big bulbous black man. I am Sensei.
Yeah.
My name is Sensei. That is what people call me.
Sensei,
Yes.
I noticed you got some fine-looking beard hair. I would like to take some.
My beard." And he strokes the obviously painted, dyed beard. and he's like, my beard, I believe I can help you.
Oh, hell yeah. Pretty Princess removes and shows the staff. I need it for the staff. She shows how there's a lot of fucking beard hairs on it already. Hell yeah.
The Sensei stands up, and he's like, come and get the beard hair. And he stands there, he puts both his hands up like this. He's waiting for you.
Well, Pretty Princess, not realizing that this is some sort of possible martial art, walks right up and tries to just walks up and goes and tries to grab it.
Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no!
All right, so that's
Oh my!
You're still outside, Loose. But you do hear
Can I just come in?
Yeah, of course. So you're
So-
stuck
and
in.
see what's
Remember,
going
you're
on?
12 feet tall now. You see Sensei. He's kind of a
Oh my
portly.
God! What's going on here?
You see the
Who is
Sensei.
that?
And he's a portly looking dude with slick back hair. You see the guy in there with the little sunglasses.
So I'm looking down at him.
Yeah.
He's small.
So is this
He glances at you for a second, but then he puts his attention completely on Pretty Princess, as she's the one that he's about to do something to. Roll your dex.
So is this a reflex save or agility?
Reflex save is fine.
All right. There we go. Wow, I fucking rolled high as shit.
Right, so
23.
Sensei rolls.
Oh my god, man.
A 46.
Oh man! Oh man!
Sensei has a plus 30 to everything. So he grabs you. As you come at him to get the beard hair, he grabs you, intercepts you, and throws you about 20 feet through the air. And you land very softly, and for some reason, there's no pain, and you're able to roll away from him. Suddenly, you have the ability to roll. You don't know that. You have that ability. And he's like, you have much to learn, young black man.
Why do you keep calling me that? I'm a pretty princess, don't you know?
I can teach you the art of grabbing the beard hair, if you'd like. And you have a very large female companion.
Yeah, she's my friend.
The Southlands.
She might be. I don't know. She's just really tall. She wasn't this tall before, but I think she drank too much milk.
Very good. Milk does that sometimes. It does a body good.
Who are you?
My name is Sensei.
He's the beard master. I should have known.
People call me Sensei. And your name?
Suzurra.
Very good, Suzurra. Very good. Why are you up here on this mountain? This is a very dangerous place.
We are here because we have been separated from our group.
Very good.
She's lying to you.
I wanted to go to the tower, but this little girl wants to go to look for beards.
I have been up here for 500 years, meditating. Sorry, I lost it. I've been up here for 500 years, meditating. You think? I can teach you. I can teach you means to reach the top of the mountain, or to enter the Tower of the Stargazer.
Forget about that. I want to know how to grab beard hairs better.
I will teach you, young.
Quiet, little girl.
I will
teach
you,
us.
young African man. You will learn. Don't worry.
I'm a pretty princess. I'm a little girl. Why you keep calling me that?
But as for you, Suzurra, I can teach you the dim mak move, the death touch.
Very well. I'm listening.
All right. So, over the course of the next few hours, you go into an 80s style montage as you and and Sensei learn the art. As he teaches you the art of the dim mak. Like every single 80s kung fu, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris montage rolled up into one as you're taught how to punch walls and kick things, and at the end of it you learn something called the dim mak. So DIM space MAK. You have no idea what the hell it does. When you decide to use it, you will add a plus 30 to whatever you're going to your usual strength feat to hit something, and then you'll see what happens. So after that.
So I add a plus 30 to my strength?
Dim Mak adds a plus 30 to your strength for one hit. But it has to be a fist. You have to hit with your fist. Or your leg. To hit and to damage. Oh, it's also an automatic crit.
It's an automatic crit?
Yeah, crit. You may only use it once a day. Because Sensei said so.
So it's a plus 30 for strength and a plus 30 for damage.
Plus 30 for strength, plus 30 damage. It has to be with your fist. You can use an automatic crit, and you can use it once per day. He has not taught Pretty Princess this.
Okay.
So at the end, Suzurra and the sensei bows to her. I have left you ready, Suzurra. You are now prepared to take on the likes of Machete.
Look, this is now look at totally different Suzurra.
Thank you, Sensei.
Yes. He bows to you. You are now ready to take on the likes of Chuck Norris and Jean-Claude Van Damme and other 80s action heroes. So,
Chuck Norris.
Now, as for you, young inner city man, how may I help you?
I'm not a man. I'm a little girl. Now, I don't know about all this kung fu stuff, but I need your beard hair, and I need you to show me how to grab beard hairs better.
Very good. But I believe that after the 8 hours I spent teaching Suzurra, that we have additional friends about to join us. They were about to join us, but the person who was about to join us just left the room, so never mind. I will teach you the dim mak art of stealing the beard hair. Are you ready?
Yeah, hell yeah.
The next 8 hours are another 80s style montage that involves eating wontons. Eating wontons. He tosses wontons at you, and you have to catch him with chopsticks out of thin air, and then eventually he takes you to a tree where there's a very rare bird, and you're supposed to take one of the feathers off this bird, and he is able to grab the bird immediately because he's Sensei. So and he's like, "This is how you do it, and you can only do it with the chopsticks." So after a while, you're after 8 hours, exactly 8 hours. Okay, you're able to catch the bird's that one feather off the bird, and you overdo it, and the bird is out of feathers after a while. And that's done. It can't fly anymore, and then he's like, now, young ghetto man,
I'm a little girl.
come and take my beard hair. You have a plus 30 to try and grab his beard hair. Okay, you have to. It's a reflex. Feat. You're able to.
Oh my god!
This only works on beard hairs and feathers.
That's perfectly fine.
Oh, you can also somehow catch wontons out of midair.
All right, there's the roll. That's pretty bad.
You rolled a 39. Excellent. You're rolling, of course, against Steven Seagal. I mean, Sensei, who also has a plus 30. Of course, he got higher than you because he's Sensei. So he is able. He catches your your chopsticks in midair, but then he moves them towards his beard. He lets you take one beard here. You have learned much, young one. You are now prepared.
Thank you.
To journey the world and take beard hairs.
Thank you. My power has increased. And she puts it on her the freaking staff.
Not only can you take beard hairs from people with beards, you can take beard hairs from people who don't have beards. This is the honor of the Sensei.
I roll to take a beard hair from Suzurra immediately.
Go ahead, roll.
I don't have a beard. Back off me, little girl.
Oh my god! I'm not sure.
What'd you roll?
You
gotta roll against your armor class.
Okay, it's 39.
Luz, you can allow it, or you can resist by rolling a reflex saving throw. If you'd like.
No, I'll allow it because it's a little girl. I don't wanna. I don't bother her. She can do whatever.
He is able to pull a beard hair off your beardless face somehow.
And then I'm like, what was that?
you feel a
You see, Suzurra.
It's so gentle that there's no pain at all.
You see, Suzurra. I have learned things that you could not quite understand. While you learned violence, I learned peace. I learned the way through knowledge. I have something beyond.
All right. So, the Sensei.
We have both achieved our what we wanted to do here.
Yes, you have both achieved your destiny and greatness in life. Also, both of you get 1 point of luck from Sensei.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put Steven Seagal's beard hair in my items.
Go for it.
Now that's something you want to keep.
He goes back
to
his it's an altar. There you go, an altar. He goes back to his altar and sits down and cross-legged, and and starts eating a drumstick. They pull out of nowhere. He says, I believe there are more coming behind you. Others who would like to learn great dim moves. So
are they ninjas?
So John, are you finally back?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was having some problems.
Okay. John, the Ultra-Humanite and Gark and Gookin are still at the bottom of that waterfall. With you is the Godslayer, the Duke, and the Storm Riders. Luz and Princess, please mute yourselves. And don't worry, you'll be joining back in a minute.
Found it. Image of pretty princess.
There you go, perfect. Jonathan, you're back. So the Storm Riders don't speak common, so you cannot communicate with them unless you speak to the Duke or to the Godslayer. The Godslayer is howling with impatience. He's like, I wish to find this wizard you promised me, Humanite. His arm. I want his arm.
Frankly speaking, I would like for you to eat the entire thing, not just the arm.
If you do not take me to this wizard, it will be your arm, gorilla.
Are you still going to eat the wizard?
No, not if you don't take me to him.
Well, he points in the direction that they were last, or he points in the direction where they were going. He's like, We will find him up there.
Climbing? What is the point in climbing? The storm riders will take us to the top of the mountain. Is that not where you want to go?
Yes, of course. But I would prefer you get the wizard before we continue on our journey. I want you to get this wizard. He is very tasty.
The storm riders will take us to the top of the mountain. Are you not coming?
Of course I'm coming.
A nasty smile on his face, like he wants you to say no.
Of course I'm going to go to the top of the mountain.
Good. He turns to the storm riders and speaks to them in their guttural tongue. And you guys feel the cold basically hit you, the crack of the cold, as the storm riders summon their water elementals. And you see these large water horses coming out of the waterfall itself. And some of them are large enough for you guys to jump on top of. What do you do?
Onwing! Do you see this? The water speaks. The water moves. It breathes.
Gark throws up some poop at it. Oh, Gookin throws poop at it. And he goes over and he leaps onto one of the horses, and you guys see the horse take Gookin all the way to the top of the mountain. Basically, he disappears into the waterfall. And you can see his little black head sticking out of like the edge out of the waterfall as it goes straight up. He's laughing the whole way. So what do you do? Tyler, I'm going to ask you to turn off your camera. You're distracting them and they're not doing anything.
Gark is like looking at like where Gookin went. It's like he's like scratching his head like, And he goes to try to do the exact same thing that Gookin did.
Okay. So you climb onto one of the horses, the water horses. You see that the storm riders are starting to get onto their own horses. They look at you like with total disdain, and some of them are smiling. Like they can't wait to see you bust your ass. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Give me a sec.
Oh, it worked. My spell worked. He's back.
What'd you roll, Jonathan? Reflex save is fine. 18?
18.
Okay. You're able to hold on to the water elemental as it drags you right into the waterfall. And then it takes you straight up the side of the mountain in like this blinding speed. Okay, you're barely able to realize what's going on as you go. Hold on one second. This dog never plays with that. He decided he's going to play that. Stop it.
There he is.
Okay, so you come to the top of a waterfall, and you burst through the water, and you see the same thing that Suzurra and the princess saw. Two temples. One is a tower that's covered in lightning, with 4 spikes jutting out around it, and the other one is a Japanese-style temple on the other side of the waterfall. Humanite, what are you doing? John?
I think he's having technical difficulties because he comes in and out.
John!
Okay, we'll leave him at the bottom of the mountain. So,
Oh, there he is.
John?
Oh, there he is. Speak, John.
I'm trying to fix my computer because it's not working right now, so I'm on my phone.
Okay.
But basically, the Ultra-Humanite, he does jump onto one of the horses because he's going up the mountain.
Don't you? Not so fast, the Duke says to you. Not so fast, monkey. You see, I showed you how to get to the top of the mountain. I brought you to the Storm Riders. What do I get?
You were going to feed me to the Storm Raiders.
That's the way to the top of the mountain. Since you ain't
In
paid
the
them,
stomach of the Storm Raiders.
I still require remuneration. Otherwise, I will skin you and hang you.
Do you always resort to threats for everything?
Meadow, do I always resort to threats for everything? She smiles and says, "Yep, Daddy." You notice that her little fingers are starting to do that. She's preparing a spell.
Well,
What you get for me,
let's see.
big brained monkey? The
Hold
Godslayer
on.
takes advantage of this situation to leave. He gets into the water and he also is taken straight up the waterfall.
All right. Well, he goes through his pack. Oh wait, shit! Everything got vaporized. No, his stuff didn't get vaporized. He goes through his pack. He pulls out some rock trade goods. So they're like different types of rocks that you could probably get cash for.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls out a flint dagger with a water skin. Would these be suffice? Unfortunately, I don't have much more.
So, Meadow, does a flint dagger and a water skin suffice to pay for a trip to the top of the mountain and for me endangering myself and you? She said, "No, Daddy.
All right.
You got about 30 seconds to impress me, monkey."
Well, he pulls out a pitchfork, drops the bag with the rest of the stuff in it. It's got a battle axe, a sword, and some jerked meat.
He goes through the battle axe, the sword. Are there any special qualities to these things?
Unfortunately, no. He tells him that's literally everything I have except for this pitchfork, unless you want that too.
I'll take the pitchfork, the battle axe, and the sword, and then at least one magical item from the top of that mountain. Sound fair?
He tosses him the pitchfork. He tells him, it's like, what magical item are you looking for?
I don't care. Just bring me something. Don't leave this mountain without visiting my hut and bring me something.
Would the head of a I was gonna say would the head of a wizard work, but I think he's about to be eaten.
Nope. But for one of his cool little items, even his spell book would do.
All right, I'll see what I can find for you.
Sounds good, monkey. Turns around, and him and his daughter disappear into the woods. Godslayer left. You still have a few storm riders around you waiting for you.
So he took everything?
Jay took everything. The pitchfork,
Right.
the sword, the axe, all the flint, all the other shit you tried to give him. He took it all.
Yep. So he gets on one of the horses.
What?
He gets on one. Weren't the horses for us to ride?
Okay, so you get on one of the water elemental horses. Dex save. Reflex save.
Yay! Dex.
Wow. Where's that book?
All right. So how many days? It's been what, a day since that fight I had with the with what's his name?
It's been a couple days.
Huh?
It's been a couple days.
Oh. All right. Like how many?
Well, I think you spent a night with the Beacon and his crew. So, and then you journeyed down. So it's been about 2 days.
Okay. Let's see. I'm currently at 5. That sucks. 2 minus 2. Okay, cool. I'm still hurting from the last time I went nuclear.
Were you deck safe?
Yeah, I'm about to. I just need to know what the minus was.
I don't remember what the minus was, man. You gotta write down. I don't remember what the minus was. Things you gotta write down.
No, I already rolled.
What? There's no negatives. Just roll deck safe. Oh, you're looking. I see. I see what you mean.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
You roll a 10?
Yeah.
That's good enough. So your rise is a little bumpier than Gark's was, but you're dropped off right next to him in the Godslayer at the top of the mountain. The Storm Riders come out also with you. Then they look at you. They look over at the lightning that's striking that other tower on the other side of the waterfall, and they go back into the water. And they say something to the Godslayer, and he nods, and then he points to the very top of the peak of the mountain. We have to climb the rest of the way. I assume you're going to camp here. It will be dark soon.
It sounds like a very good idea.
You told me you had friends. Where are they?
Well, last time I saw my friends, they were at the bottom of... Wait, I'm sorry. You mean the wizard, right?
What? No, the wizard's not your friend. The wizard, you want me to kill and eat him. How isn't he?
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see that.
You have a friend, monkey.
He turns around, he's like, the friends were down there. Probably getting fleeced by that crazy guy with his daughter.
I'm not picking them up. I will
That
wait
is
here,
perfectly
and tomorrow
fine.
morning we'll go to the top of the mountain.
Oh no, I take the cat food.
I will wait right there. He points at like an edge of a cliff. It's like this little embankment thing, and he's like, "There I'll sleep. Tomorrow morning we go to the top of the mountain. If I don't see you when I wake up, I'll find you and eat your goddamn arm." And he walks over and very quickly.
You honestly think I'm going up the mountain without you? I want you to eat this wizard.
He very quickly goes to sleep. He nods once to what you said. Right.
So, Ultra-Humanite, he just he goes to sleep because he can't really do much.
Okay.
I'm sleeping in the snow.
Gark, you have those 2 temples. One is the Japanese temple nearby, and the other one is the tower with the 4 big spikes sticking out of it. You see a strange child step out of the Japanese-looking temple with a 12-foot tall orc following the child.
Moonwind, get up.
Suzurra, princess. There's a flying monkey next to the Ultra-Humanite. There's also a big dragon-looking thing. You're muted, sleeping on the edge of the cliff.
Monkey.
But I see them.
Yeah, you see them. They're standing by the waterfall.
So, and I recognize the Ultra-Humanite.
Yes, you do.
I run over to the Ultra-Humanite and slap my staff into his stomach to see what it does. Before he gets woken up. I go over there, I'm like, "Pah!"
Okay.
Oh! What in the world is this?
You're being beaten up by a black man.
You see a child because you're an animal.
You see a child, you don't see a black man.
Oh.
He looks at
beaten up by a child. Moonwind.
You see what happened there? I just saved you. Monkey, I just gave you magic powers, or I healed you. I have the power of the Sensei's beard hair. I just gave you some gift that you can't return.
Non-wing. It seems you are bonded with another non-wing.
I go over to Gark and I slap him in the stomach with a staff. There you go. You got one too. Now you're magical. More magical than you already are.
Nothing has happened.
I have wings. I am a great example of a winged ape.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You're magical. I think your wings have grown a little bit larger.
I have.
Yeah, look, they're bigger now.
The Ultra-Humanite looks
There's no
around.
such thing as perfection, beyond perfection.
Yeah. Pretty princess grabs his beard.
Roll.
I stepped into
Plus
a
30.
nightmare.
Oh, God.
The dim mac of grabbing beard hair. Remember, you have to use chopsticks.
So he uses just random chopsticks in his pocket while he's doing this, so he doesn't notice. I fucking yoink one. I'm like, hell yeah.
Jonathan, if you do you want to resist, you have to roll reflex save against 46.
Gark is pretty much like, what was the taking of my hair, non-wing infant?
It's magical.
It's blinding.
That's
It
I
happens
need
really
your
fast.
magical hair.
It happens really fast. Pretty princess is able to leap up, grab a beard hair from your face, and you don't even feel it. It's there's no feeling. There's nothing. There's no pain whatsoever.
So
You do hear.
I needed that.
You do hear. You're not sure where, but it's like this disembodied voice that says "Kazumi Ninja" when as it takes the as your beard hair disappears.
I have magical powers, you see, Mr. Magic Monkey Man. They are perhaps.
That means that you're a wizard dressed as a child.
I'm not saying that, but I am pretty princess. Just so you know. It's a big secret. I'm a princess.
Non-wing. I believe
You
you're
do
talking to
realize
a wizard
everybody here
disguised as a
is
child. It may be a very powerful wizard.
Oh, hell yeah. Look at my magic. She waves the staff around and she points it at like a random rock in the distance and activates the alarm.
Oh my god! You guys hear this incredibly loud sound, and it starts to blare, and the entire it's like echoes all over the entire mountain until you hear a sound coming from inside the temple. Silence, and the sound stops.
The pretty princess is like, you see that? The sensei knows how to do that. I want to learn how to do that too. Maybe if I, wait, silent. She points at the monkey, the flying monkey in front of her. Are you able to
I
speak?
cannot be silent. I am a proud winged.
Silent. Oh, it's okay. I don't have my magic spell, but don't worry, I'll have it later.
By the way, Gook
I'll
is
learn.
nowhere to be seen. He got dropped off somewhere else on the mountain. He's technically
Anyway,
arguing with
Are
one of
you
the
still broken?
because he's arguing with one of the storm riders about what's up and what's down. So what happened there?
The stormway, he confused the storm rider halfway up. He's like, "Are you sure you're going up? You're probably going down.
Yeah.
Let's go down. Let's go down because down is probably up."
So he's lost somewhere in the mountain. He'll be back when Raphael returns. So,
Flying monkey, you said you're the perfect being, didn't you?
A perfect example of a flying.
I want to see what the master thinks of you. Come on, Sensei wants to talk to you. No, Sensei needs to talk to you. Come on, monkey. She grabs him and drags him over to the freaking Sensei.
Dawnwing, I think a powerful wizard is using me to a sacrifice.
Jonathan, close to the computer, man. Come on.
I'm sorry.
I heard you. So
Dawnwing,
the
I
child
think
is
a
pulling
powerful
you.
wizard is dragging me to a sacrifice.
Yeah, we did hear you. The child is grabbed one of your fingers and is pulling you towards the temple. You can resist. You're a giant flying gorilla, and she's literally a little girl.
The Ultra-Humanite.
Like Gark is like following, pretending to be like he's struggling.
Okay, so he dragged. So pretty princess drags you into the temple. What do you do, Humanite?
Well, he's looking at pretty princess dragging off Gark, right?
Yes.
So yeah, he's just looking and say, "You'll be fine." He looks at Suzurra. Yeah, he'll be fine, right?
You do notice there's a difference in Suzurra now. She's 12 feet tall.
He looks at Suzurra, 12 feet tall. He's like, "Yeah, why not the It seems you had an event. Please do tell."
At least we must go to the tower.
You see, I'm going to describe the tower to John because I don't know if he was listening earlier. But John, on the other side of the waterfall, from the Japanese temple that you guys are close to, is a wizard's tower. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like. Hold on. It looks something
Isn't that the one that had lightning shooting from it or shooting to it?
Lightning, yes. Within once every 10 seconds, lightning strikes the tower. This is more or less what it looks like, except there are 4 equal sized, almost like lightning rods around it. There's big, large spikes that surround the thing. And at least once every 10 seconds, lightning strikes either the spikes themselves, the tower, or the ground around it. The tower attracts you, Humanite. Something about it, since your curiosity over dark, arcane things attract you to that tower.
Well, he's more science and atomic, but okay.
Science and arcane is exactly the same thing.
We must go there.
Okay. Oh, wait. I must get a friend to go with us.
I know. I'm waiting for little girl and her new pet. We must all go together.
You see him standing next to Godslayer, and he points down at him.
Godslayer's sleeping.
He goes, "We need to feed him a very powerful wizard."
Very well. What do you have in mind?
Well, I can't leave the area until he wakes up.
You have a day.
So
it's like noon. So the Godslayer went to sleep at noon. He's gonna wake up the next day.
I can wake him up for you.
I'll do it. If anyone's a losing arm, it'll be me. He pokes the Godslayer.
The Godslayer doesn't move. He's like a fucking rock there, sleeping. He
tries to push him a little bit
when you poke him.
He tries to push him a little bit,
and he falls off the cliff. You see his body disappearing into the mist below.
Wait, are you serious?
I told you he was on the edge of the cliff sleeping. You just pushed him off.
I didn't hear that.
Nice job, man. He just wanted a snack. He was just hungry. You fucking murderer.
Use against the beacon. Oh well.
You don't see him land. You disappears into the mist.
What was that?
You don't see him land. He disappears into the mist below. You don't know what the heck.
He's just nailed by all the fucking trees down there, man.
He looks at Suzurra. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna die later." In the meantime, let's keep going. I wouldn't have put him that close to the edge.
You do what?
You get a gold.
Whatever.
What'd you say, John? Tyler was talking.
He tells Suzurra, he's like, "Well, he's gonna kill me later. In the meantime, let's get going."
All right. So
Yes, let's pick up these other two.
Okay, so you walk over to the tower. As you get closer and closer to it,
Wait, we're supposed to wait for Pretty Princess and the monkey.
you say that in character. John just went over there.
We're supposed to wait for them. We need to all go together.
Stop that right
So you
there.
see he
I'm going to
breaks the
pause the video and then we're going to talk. Okie doke. So, Suzurra, you and John, are you there? Humanite?
John, we can't hear you, you fuck.
He fell asleep.
Not again.
All right, John. So, Suzurra was talking to you.
We must wait for Pretty Girl and the monkey. We have to go together to this tower.
He looks around and he's like, okay, how about we just go over to where they're at and wait for them to finish?
Very well.
Okay, so
You see, he breaks a branch and he draws an arrow in the snow, directing towards the tower because we're going to be going that way.
Dude, you can literally see it. It's a fucking tower.
He threw a big ass Godslayer off a mountain. He
Say
wants it to be
Godslayer, know where you might, so you can kill him.
Oh, that's actually smart. Never mind.
so pissed he'll just kill him and the other dude. Like preferably
I'm sorry.
the other dude while he sneaks away is what he really wants.
Dude, it's a fucking hilarious idea just in my head, like a massive fucking lizard flying off a goddamn mountain.
So,
Yeah.
we're now switching over to the other group. Which order were you guys on the bridge? Sorry, Luce, we're done for tonight. You can hang out and listen to the hilarity that's about to occur.
Dude, I think that we had a battle map. If you can switch to that.
We're gonna go to the battle map as soon as I know your order.
I was on the other side of the cliff, but I was gonna start running to get across the bridge because the fight was about to start. So I was gonna try and do
on the bridge then.
No, but I was gonna use my super speed to try and get on the bridge, but we hadn't started the fight yet.
Yeah, I know. Krill, where are you?
Yeah. He's on the other side. The guy brought him there. The gargoyle brought him there.
The gargoyle is flying with you. Okay. So Krill, you're about halfway across with the gargoyle. He's curving you. Okay, and then
the gargoyle went back at the beginning of the bridge and then tried to get some vines.
For the 1 millionth time, and you need to talk to the mic.
The gargoyle went back to the beginning of the bridge and then left to get some vines.
Dude. We can't hear.
Sorry, bro.
He's hard enough to understand anyway. All right, go ahead.
The gargoyle went back to the beginning of the bridge and then went to get some vines.
Okay, so the gargoyle is at the beginning of the bridge. So you guys are not flying over it. Okay, so he's on the other side. You're pretty much right next to Nero. Okay, Koligar is on the bridge, right?
Didn't the fucking gargoyle fly to the other side and bring you there? I swear to God, I fucking remember.
He flew to the other side and then it came back because Nero told him to come back.
Yeah, but
didn't you get off him?
He still had you in his arms. He still had you in his arms.
That's not exactly his fault. You fucking just let it happen.
Dropped off Krill, and he was trying to find vines. That's what happened. The gargoyle's not here. Okay, so that's what's going on. That's how I'm going to get the gargoyle out of the fight until Alex texted me he is coming in. So he's as soon as he gets home. So Koligar is on the bridge, right?
No, he didn't fucking touch that damn bridge. Okay, so he's not on that fucking bridge. No one's on that goddamn bridge.
No one's on the bridge. Okay, so
yeah,
I'm about to be on the bridge in a minute, but
hold on, I gotta remove something. No one's on the fucking bridge.
Yeah, no fucking special like goddamn John decided to go all alone.
All right,
on the bridge.
So on the other side of the bridge is Felnox. John, unmute yourself. is Felnox facing 2 Caliban hides. All right, John, you have 1 round. Roll initiative.
I can't see the bridge or anything.
You will see in 2 seconds.
Okay.
He may as well start rolling. I just got to double check that there's no more spoilers on this bridge. Okay. All right. So roll your saving throw, John. Hold on, I'm moving everyone over here in 2 seconds. My French. There's the bridge. John, you're over here on the other side. I'm going to create an initiative for you. Go ahead, roll initiative against Caliban Hyde. You have the first round.
Shoot. Where's my initiative? It should be right here with the rest of them.
Roll,
Oh,
John.
that's a different map before.
Weird, I'll just roll a d20. 14.
Hyde rolled a 19. You rolled a 14. They go first.
Actually, they had rolled a crit last time.
Oh, well.
They rolled like a nat 20 on their initiative before we ended last time.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, so the Caliban hides are going to go first. Okay. Remember, you can spell duel, so you can interrupt these spells if you wish to. The first one, but you need to stop me before I fucking make my roll. So the first hide starts to cast, and he starts hollering out to the heavens, and you see like a smoke cloud start to appear on the other side of the cliff where these guys are all just hanging out. You see like this purple cloud start to appear directly behind them, and the rest of you start to notice this purple cloud appear behind you, and you start to smell sulfur on you, but nothing comes out of it just yet. He's done casting. The second hide starts to cast gust of wind on you. So, if you wish to interrupt it,
I'm gonna cast a spell to hopefully interrupt both of them.
Okay, okay. What spell are you casting to interrupt both of these two?
Emit rolls the Maelstrom spell.
Okay, so you're gonna roll against just one of them. You roll against him. The one who's casting the gust of wind. So you're using your favorite freaking spell. Excellent. Well done, sir. I can't wait to see what happens. So you're using Emrakul's Entropic Maelstrom to interrupt both Caliban hides. So go ahead.
So he's gonna start it on the guy who's using gust of wind, and he wants to extend it straight across to hit both.
Okay, go ahead. Caliban hides roll 22.
He's got a -1 because of my sword. Not that it really matters.
They rolled 21.
It's intel. Oh, good grief! I should have read over everything. It's intel plus level, right?
I don't remember. Time to tell.
I got a phone call. Be right back.
Never mind.
Yep.
It is intel plus level, but you should know that, man.
Yeah, I usually have everything written down. There's putts I didn't.
Okay, so you rolled a 24, and I rolled a 21. So, John, you may roll a d5 if you'd like. Or if you want, I'll roll it. I'm pretty sure you don't have a d5, so I'll roll it.
Oh. Come on.
Don't worry about it. I'm rolling it.
Oh.
Okay, the roll is a 2.
Oh, did you need the page for the spell?
No.
Yeah, the book.
Okay, roll a d6, John.
All right, d6.
Okay, that reduces his spell from a -2. So instead of 21, he rolls a 19, and yours does nothing. Your spell does nothing. So you cast your Maelstrom. You're able to interrupt both of them, but not to cancel their spell. They still rolled a fucking 20. So both spells fail. Gust of Wind hits you. Hold on a second. I'm going to roll it. Let's see what a 20 does with Gust of Wind. Hold on a second. Whoever's making noise, please mute. All right, John. So you attempt that maelstrom. You feel your chaos energies blast into the both hides, and they smile at you, and they're like, "We thought you were more powerful than this, Felnox. Apparently, your reputation is unfounded." Hold on.
Detect gold, comprehend
Sorry.
knowledge.
These two decided to go insane. Somebody made some noise. Someone two blocks away made noise. Stop it. Okay.
-2.
So let me roll manifestation real quick. Abby, it's enough. What you taught her. 4. Okay. So you just feel a gust of wind slam into you, John. Roll a strength check.
All right. Strength is.
What'd you roll, man? A 3? Nice. So you go flying off that cliff. So Felnox gets taken away by a gust of wind. You guys see him falling off the cliff and disappearing into the mist below. So the rest of you saw that. You saw like a flash of light as Felnox was flying off the cliff. Do you have a spell, John, or that was it? Do you have any more spells as you fall?
You see, as he's falling, while holding the blade, he gives him a bit of a salute. Once he gets a little farther down, he'll cast hold on, I thought I had levitation here.
The unprepared wizard.
Well, it's one of my less used spells because I mostly just blow everything up, as you already know. Sleep, charm, 5 minutes, Yep. Levitate, page 176.
Roll.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a negative, a fairly high negative because you're falling through the sky. So I'm going to give you a 1d8. -8 to your spellcasting.
Yeah. So I rolled a 17.
Good. What page is Levitate?
Levitate is page 176. No change on Mercurial magics, by the way.
Okay. You play. What did you roll? 17.
Yeah.
Levitate yourself. Roll a manifestation. 1d4.
Okay. By the way, it started raining frogs at the top after he cast a maelstrom spell.
Okay. So all of you start seeing frogs come out of the sky.
Okay.
John, roll the 2.
Yeah.
Dude, call it out, man.
No, sorry about that.
I'm not staring at the screen the whole time. I got 2 dogs here trying to get my attention. A bluish disc of force appears beneath you, and you land on it, and it stops your fall, and you start hovering on this disc of force. Okay, you roll a 17. So if you want, you can go to page 177 and read what that means. Okay, 177 up versus 17. I'll read the whole thing to you, but you're hovering there. You can decide how to move. You're there for the rest of the round because you pretty much used all your actions. Okay. The rest of you see a bunch of frogs falling out of the sky, and the gargoyle sees the frogs, and then you guys see this large blue creature that's sleeping fall out of the sky, and it slams into the gargoyle, and both him and the large blue creature disappear into the mist below.
Damn.
Wow, holy crap.
You know what just happened.
That was quick. That was quick.
2 and 2, you know what just happened. It was John.
So, you killed somebody again.
Is it possible?
The rest of you, behind you see this purple mist forming into like a vaguely human shape, and you hear it cackling, like some kind of female woman, but some ancient crone appearing out of this purple mist, and she looks straight at you. She is
on our side.
Yeah, on your side.
Yeah.
This is something that was summoned. You smell sulfur. Something that was summoned by Caliban Hyde from the other side, and he sent it over here. So some nasty hag creature appears right behind you guys, and starts to laugh uncontrollably, and then points their finger up, and all around you, actually ahead of you, coming out of the mist, are flying gorillas. And they're all coming up and around the freaking bridge. And hold on, let me get them. There's at least 5 of them. They're flying up out of the mist. And she's like, "Come, my pretties!" And you're in the Wizard of Oz. You may roll initiative and add yourselves to Caliban Hyde and Felnox's initiatives. I will put you guys all in there. This is round 2.
All right, roll my initiative.
All of you roll initiative.
Yes, 24.
The monsters' initiatives count as and Hyde's initiative, so it's just, they're functioning the same initiative. So Nero rolled. Hold on 1 second. Did I get everybody? Krill, Nero. I'll bring the gargoyle if Alex returns. Krill, what'd you get? Jonathan, you need to speak near the mic, man.
17.
Thank you. Felix, you rolled like a 20-something? 24? What did you roll?
24. 24.
Koligar, what'd you roll? Did you put it 15? Okay.
Yeah, I put it in.
All right. So, Duke Nero, you're first. That hag creature is pointing straight at you, and you see behind you all the flying gorillas fly out of the mist, and heading straight for you guys. And you know that they're coming.
Okay. Evil witch. Jupiter's bones. I roll my action dice, so I made it, and I run towards her. I'm gonna do 2 attacks. My first one, I'm gonna come across with the sword, like right across, but I'm just gonna have the tip of the sword nick her neck, so she can't do any. So I'm gonna cut her voice box so she can't do any spells.
Okay.
So.
sir.
A visual depiction of Felnox falling off of the mountain.
25.
But what did you roll?
No, it wasn't a natural 25. It was the.
Your D was a 4.
Huh?
Your D was a 4.
My D was a 4 with my D. That was a 4 plus my bonuses to hit.
You hit, but that's not high enough to stop her spellcasting. But you go ahead, roll for damage.
Okay, so.
Taylor, you forgot the fact that he saluted on the way down.
Close enough. This is before he...
17 off.
17 damage?
Mm-hmm.
You dare!
And with my
You dare
and with my
Migda, witch of the mountain.
With my second attack, because I was doing 2 attacks, so I'm trying to stop her spell casting. One was for the throat, and the other one I'm gonna lop off a hand.
Okay. Roll.
And
is this the same witch that the Ultra-Humanite was going to
34.
No.
Absolutely not. Is that a crit?
Not by 1 point, not a crit. It was 18 natural and with my bonuses.
Did you roll a mighty deed, man?
Yes, I did.
I don't see it.
No, I did the mighty deed earlier. It was a 4. I was gonna do 2 attacks. One across the.
You gotta roll a deed for each attack. Roll again.
Oh, a deed for each attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I was trying to do multiple attacks because I only get 1 attack. I was doing the mighty deed so I could do 2 attacks.
Oh no. 1 attack. You're good.
Okay.
Nice try.
All right. So that's all I get then.
That's right.
No.
1 attack. Unless you have 2 attacks in your.
You have 2 attacks.
1 attack. You can do a deed, but you're gonna have to roll really high to turn a deed into 2 attacks. But nice attempt at playing the deed. No, you hurt her.
I got a 4.
You damaged Migda. She's like, you will suffer for this. You will reap the whirlwind. And she starts casting. You see her cast some crazy ass spell, and her body starts to transform right in front of you. Hold on 1 second. Not very high. I doubt this will slide out. Okay, she failed it, but the spell is not lost. She's so this. You see this crazy purple energy wrapping itself around her, and she's like, "You're able to stop Migda. You will still die." And she rakes one hand across your chest to try to with these nasty long black nails. What's your armor class, man?
Mine?
Yes.
With my helmet on, it's 23.
That beautiful helmet of Ataz.
She rolled 24.
Yeah.
You feel the poison from her nails scratch into you. First, you're going to take 1d4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then roll a saving throw. That's a stamina save.
Saving throw stamina. Oof, 11.
11. Good enough. You feel the poison seeping into you, but it doesn't infect you. But you can feel that shit. You start to feel your throat gets sore. You start to feel a headache start, and you're like, shit, I got COVID. And you're okay. So you want to go get it? You want to run to some park somewhere and get an exam. So
an anal exam.
You want to go and get something shoved up your ass. So
for a respiratory problem.
Yeah, for a respiratory issue. So that's it for the hag demon creature. The The apes attack. One of the gorillas flies right at Krill. Attempts to strike Krill. What's your armor class, Krill?
It is 10.
10? Nice. Very good, Jonathan. Never wearing armor at all.
He's a wizard.
Yeah, wear something good. Put something on.
If you wear something, you get negatives.
Sword and slashes you across the chest, and of course hits you. Because you're wearing a fucking 10. So
he's a wizard. He's not supposed to have armor.
Well,
any sort of armor provides detriments to his spellcasting.
They're called rings of protection. Look around and try to get something. They're called armor spells. There's lots of stuff to do.
He has something. You're forgetting. Spices.
If you're not going, mute yourself. Jonathan, you have 10 hit points?
Yeah.
Well, that's how many you lost.
And
a second gorilla flies at Koligar. Now you can speak, Tyler. Actually, two of them fly at Koligar because we're talking so much shit. First one.
Monkeys. Armor class is 17. Monkeys.
Goes to stab you with his sword. Misses, of course. The second one also attempts the same thing. Hits. Take 1d8
Bingo.
plus 4. 11 damage. And the
yes.
gorilla that jumped you. Another gorilla goes flying at Felnox. Just flying his direction. It just doesn't reach him yet. Another gorilla goes flying towards down into the mist after the gargoyle who got slammed into by a mysterious large blue object that came out of nowhere. Caliban Hyde. All right, the Hydes start to walk over to the edge of the cliff, and they're shaking their heads. Both of them are saying something to each other, and they're laughing and pointing at Felnox, and both of them start casting lightning. And this is a dual lightning spell, and they slam it right in your direction, John. So you gonna spell duel that? John.
Yeah, we'll just spell duel.
They hit you with lightning. Both.
Fireball.
That'll work.
Of course, fireball. So,
that'll work.
I will roll the lightning spell first.
Oh, sorry. I immediately rolled. Oh, by the way, I screwed up. It wasn't -1, it's -2 for the sword.
Oh, John, you just got lucky. You got really lucky, buddy.
Oh my God, corruption time.
You got so fucking lucky, dude.
That's double corruption.
Oh,
yes.
John, go ahead. Roll for your roll. What did you roll? 23, John? So it's still spell duel.
Yes.
It's still spell duel, but they rolled a 1, so this shit's about to blow up in their face. Let's see how it works. John, you lucky shit, dude.
No joke. Page 216 is fireball.
Hold on. I gotta fucking do the spell duel, man. I don't even touch the
Sorry.
yet. No.
Hey, I got 2 lightning bolts that were about to be thrown at me. I'm a little panicky, okay?
Okay, yeah. Don't worry about it. It doesn't count as spell duel if it blows up in their face. So hold on, let me blow up the lightning in their face.
Hey, John, look. Someone's here.
So.
Hey, Felix, this is the person you just tried to kill.
I imagine her looking worse.
These are monsters, so they don't really get a luck check. They roll a 4. Misfire. Okay, so the hides look confused as your fireball comes flying right at them. You see the lightning wrap itself around both of them. It doesn't explode, but their bodies are like covered in lightning. They look like Jamie Foxx, and they got electricity all over them right now. And they're like, that didn't hurt. And they're both like kind of like high-fiving each other, like, yeah, that worked. And now they're covered in electricity. Anyone who comes close to them is gonna have a lot of fun. So your fireball is straight for them. What'd you roll?
23.
Give me the page for fireball.
Page. Hold on.
I found it. Never mind. 23. Roll for manifestation. 1d4.
Okay. 3.
Okay, I'm gonna assume you're gonna hit both of them, right?
How many targets can I hit?
1d4 plus 1.
I'm gonna have one of them slam into the gorilla, and the rest are gonna slam into the 2 hides.
You rolled. So you rolled a 4, right? What's that manifestation? You gotta roll 1d4 plus 1, man.
Oh, 1d4 plus 1.
Your manifestation is a 3, so.
Come on.
What you see is a singularity, like a little white ball appear right in front of the gorilla, and a little white ball appear in front of the 2 hides, because I'm going to assume you rolled at least a 3. You did. So you have actually 5 targets. So you got 3 of them there. Every one of your enemies that you decide to do this to, a little white ball appears right in front of them. Go ahead, tell me who else you're targeting.
So one's gonna hit the gorilla, and the other 4 are gonna be split between the 2 hides. Because Felix's character Nemo is Nero.
All right, so
Sorry,
we'll do that. So it's
Nero's already fighting the hag, right?
Wait, hold on one second.
Yeah, I know I screwed up his name. Give me a break.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna allow it to hit the hides multiple times. So the first one against the Caliban hide, actually the first one against this gorilla right here, roll 5d6. Hello. Okay, he disappears. You see a white singularity appear right in front of the gorilla, and then it explodes, and so does the gorilla with it. You hear him screaming as he disappears into it. He's very dead. The second and one, which one where you had it? Were you sending it?
Nero is still fighting the hag, right? Just to make sure.
In case of fighting a hag, Krill has one of the gorillas in front of him. Koligar has 2 gorillas. There's another gorilla going down into the mist chasing the gargoyle.
Krill was the one who needed help.
Yeah, go ahead, blow him up.
Yeah, if I drop one of these on the gorilla, I will hit Krill, right?
Of course you will. Go ahead, you can do it. Fun.
I'll focus them on the hides then, because I don't want to kill the rest of the party.
What? Are you sick, John?
Don't want to do DDA.
The second and third one are on the hides, so you're just gonna keep shooting them at the hides?
I'm gonna nuke the hides as much as possible.
So do 10d6 for each hide, because you're gonna do 4 more. 2 on each. Do 10d6 twice.
10d6. Stop that. No negatives. I don't know what I rolled, because my computer just freaking.
You want me to roll, Ben?
Jeez. I rolled it, and it hasn't popped up yet. It's lagging. Okay. So there it goes. 36 on the first side.
The first side. Okay, boom. You see the giant explosion right in his face. Okay. Second one.
10d6. Second one is 29.
Okay, the explosion hits both of them. When the smoke rises out of them, they're both still standing, but they're burnt and they're fucked up. Like their clothes are burnt, they're singed, and they're looking freaking furious. There's lightning rippling all along their bodies. Okay. You know what happens now, John?
They cast.
They cast again. Okay. So both Hydes fire. They're like, this insolent creature. We'll finish him. Let's do something really creative. Let's get creative. Let's make this
No.
You have any more spell duel? No, you don't have any more. I think you do, but it's not that powerful. You can cast again, right, John?
Hmm?
You can cast twice, right?
I didn't. Yeah. Second cast is, jeez, I believe it's a die down, which is a D. Jeez. Hold on.
Let us
E16.
Let us
What?
cease this wizard's casting. One of the Hydes, the one up here, cast Mind Purge on you.
He cast what?
Mind Purge on you.
I'm gonna cast
Roll 22.
Level 5 spell. Fucking level 5.
Yes, Tyler. I just hit him with a level 5 spell.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna fireball him again.
He's so creative. Okay, go ahead.
If he can't move, he can't cast.
What?
If he's not breathing, he can't be casting.
Exactly. Roll.
Hold on. I'll do it on the phone because I don't want to have to waste time typing this. D20, D16 is the next. So, all right. I rolled a 14. My pluses is 8, so 18. 22 altogether.
We rolled exactly the same thing.
That might be a disturbance.
Maybe.
Well.
Some disturbance there. Just might be.
Okay.
So they both rolled 22. 22.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Good job. Nice. Well done, John. I'm going to let you roll. Actually, I'll roll.
Oh, man, dude.
John just destroyed the universe.
Shit.
You guys know. Oh, my God. I'll let you roll this one, John. 1d4. So one of the Hydes and Felnox blast each other with energy. You guys see, everyone else sees this light show, by the way. And then everyone pretty much stops fighting for a second to see this because they just did something horrible. Roll 1d4, John.
I rolled a 3.
Oh my God. Now we're going to have some fun. Because I'm modifying this. John, roll a 1d5. We're going to have some real fun now.
D5. 5.
Okay, so you guys, all right, everyone stops. The fight ends. Okay, everyone stops as you see the two wizards slam their energy against each other, and you guys see basically the entire world go into negative. So and
What?
the colors shift and they transform, and right in the middle of this vortex, you guys see a shape appear. Okay, and the shape starts taking form, and you see these flaming wings. Okay, and this shiny, bright armor of a celestial, an archangel, appeared right in the middle of the two wizards. This archangel feels hostility to everyone. And some of you know who he is. It's fucking Bellerophon.
Blur.
You summoned
Avengers.
Bellerophon. We'll continue this next week. We'll continue this next week. Look at Felix
Oh
changing
my
life. Very good, John.
Oh
Good looking,
my
man. You
god.
changed all sorts of things. Felix is going to enjoy playing two characters now because Bellerophon's getting to the top of
Oh my
his
My god.
That's a first.
Well, it's a celestial that has to be summoned. I only have two. So I was like, fuck it, Bellerophon. Like, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's summon Bellerophon.
Oh shit. Bellerophon's gonna fucking kill everybody now. All of us.
All hell's going to break loose next week. All right, guys. Let me give luck to everyone.
The second he hears about Koligar eating human corpses, he's like, you. Undead feed. Pow! He hears about TikTok. You. Pow! Fucking the Forgotten are gonna all be dead now.
Next week. All right,
They'll
guys.
really be forgotten now.
No luck for everyone, but I'm going to give cool stuff away. XP for this battle.
TikTok is a natural.
Oh, my TikTok dies in about 2 seconds. So I'm going to give XP to everyone now for surviving this battle because next week the whole thing changes because John just changed the fucking campaign. So everyone, 4 XP. The fight is over because everyone's stunned by what just happened. So 4 XP for everybody.
I just slightly feel. That's all.
Not the players who were up on the mount on the. Yeah, I'm going to give XP to the ones who went into the temple and met Sensei. Okay, those characters get XP. 4 XP plus the 1 luck I already gave them. So that's pretty princess and Suzurra both get XP for being trained by Steven Seagal. So the rest of you, nothing. 1 XP for the gorilla, the characters who made it to the top of the mountain, to the waterfall. 1 XP. You guys will get more XP next week, especially if you speak to Steven Seagal. So that's it. Let me cut the video. We had developments this week.